quick disclaimer for this video. Don't try anything that we do on here unless you do have the proper equipment and stuff. And yeah, on every single hunt video I'm gonna put this disclaimer. Seriously, don't be going out into the woods looking for shit unless you know what you're dealing with. Number 003. Name: The Rake. Class: Keter. Origin: unknown. Other: nothing. Appearance: 003 is described as a 6-foot-tall, gray-skinned humanoid with sparse hair, black, sunken, or hollow eyes, large jaws capable of unhinging peg-like teeth, and large fingers and/or claws on its hands. According to lore, people who accidentally sight the rake are chosen to be its next victims. During the first initial sighting, usually at night, in and out of the way of place, the rake will simply stare down the person. The person will generally be frightened, but will recover after they return to the safety of their homes. However, within a few nights, the rake will enter the home of the person, and unfortunately, the victim will awaken to see the monster staring at them at the foot of the bed. From that time on, the rake will make regular appearances. Eventually, the rake will either outright kill its victims with its long claws and feast on the victim's internal organs, or drive them mad. Those whom the rake does not kill outright are driven to insanity and end up killing themselves. Before I start, I don't know how true these addendums are. These addendums or sightings, or whatever you want to call them, have been cataloged from different people, and we haven't gotten the chance to really talk to most of them. Most of these addendums are copy and pasted off of forums and stuff like that. And a lot of them are long. So instead of reading this, which is one whole addendum, I'm going to be skipping around a bit, as I don't want to cause too much of a... I don't want to make this part too long. So I'm going to be going through these addendums, the short ones at least, and yeah, and going through the doctor's notes and stuff like that, of course. But let's get into it. Addendum 003-B, May 9th, 2015. Hey, I think this creature's real too. You're not alone. One night I was 8 or 10, I don't know. It was in my room. I don't know how it comes to my room, because we lived on a flat. But it doesn't matter. I felt him in my room. I knew that something was next to my bed from that night. From that night, I can't sleep normally. I have terrifying nightmares. It's like a curse. Once, several weeks ago, I was working out in the forest when I saw something moving in the woods. I knew it was not a bird or a fox. It had a human body, but it was too like an alien. At that moment, I ran out of the forest because I knew what be the rake. Sorry, this is spelled weird. I think the rake attacks only those who believe it exists. Addendum 003-D, September 14th, 2015. I live in New York City, and I want to tell you all to know this thing is real. I was walking in the woods with my dog, and I threw a stick in a direction of a cave. My dog went after it, and I never saw it again, until 3 days later, when I heard and gut was completely gone. What? When its head and guts was completely gone, it had rips and tears all over its body. It was 2 months later, and I saw the creature that looked like a hairless dog, but with a bigger jaw, and it stood on its hind legs. I will never forget the day and where it was. It has been 2 years, so please help me if this thing is still out there. I can hear it. One thing to keep in mind during these addendums and during these research portions is that these were done at such a long time ago, as if I am messing up, I am not a good reader as it is. So, when things don't make sense when I'm reading them, I kind of like stutter. So, keep that in mind. Addendum 003-E, February 1st, 2016. He comes to my window and watches my family at night. We live in the mountains, and in our backyard is woods. Today my grandmother heard her chickens screaming and went to go save them. He was trying to eat them. He isn't afraid to come out in the day. He ran into the woods. My dog's scared of him. He scared of him because they can't sleep at night and they're always tired in the morning. They only sleep in the day. I know this because I stay up all night too. I can't sleep until good after 7 a.m. But I keep watching my family so he doesn't just watches. What? He just watches? I'm not making that shit up. Look at this. So he doesn't just watches. Don't know what to do. Another thing to keep in mind on these is that I don't think a lot of these people can like write in English or speak in English very well, so you got that to deal with too. Now I'm not gonna read Addendum F because look at this shit, but there's a doctor's note here. Doctor's note. There are too many addendums. I'm leaving my research here. I don't like what I've been finding. Pass this document off to Dr. Monday. Tell Dr. JC I'm done. Dr. L. Dr. Monday takes over file. Addendum 003-H. Data expunged. Addendum 003-J. August 2nd, 2016. I thought this thing lived in suburban places where there are a lot of woods and some old abandoned buildings. But last night I spotted one in Venice City. It was kind of crouching on all fours. Then I went closer to him, 4 to 6 meters. And he suddenly looked at me and his eyes and ran at me full force. It ran after me until I got near a street. Quote, I think, or apostrophe, sorry, or what are those fucking, yeah, apostrophe. I think this thing is scared of big lights. I remember hearing a screech/scream from that direction, like 40 minutes before the encounter. Fuck, I'm going back into the park/woods with an airsoft AR and a flashlight fixed to it. Hope it will help. I mean, that's not too far off from what I'm doing. So, I mean, that's what the CHO is mainly equipped with, is just airsoft guns. So, I mean, doctor's note. I'm calling for a reclassification. I vote I vote 003 to be reclassified as a Keter class. Dr. Monday. During the summer of 2003, events in the northeastern United States involving a strange, human-like creature sparked brief local media interest before an apparent blackout was enacted. Little or no information was left intact as most online written accounts of the creature were mysteriously destroyed. Primary focus in rural New York, once found in Idaho, self-proclaimed witnesses told their stories of the creature of unknown origin. Emotions range from extremely traumatic levels of fright and discomfort to almost like a childlike sensibility of playfulness and curiosity. While their published versions are no longer on record, the memories remain powerful. I've been in contact with a couple members of this group and we're able to get some excerpts from their upcoming book. Side note, 1964. As I prepare to take my life, I feel it's necessary to assuage any pain or guilt I have endured through this process. It is no other fault from him, for once I awoke and felt his presence, and once I awoke and saw his form, once again I awoke and heard his voice and looked into his eyes. I cannot sleep without fear of what I might next awake to experience. I can never wake. Goodbye. Now, the CHO, or at least one of our doctors, believes that he does have the note. Now, how true this is, I don't know. Found in the same wooden box that we have, or that we think we have, were 2 empty envelopes addressed to William and Rose, and 1 loose personal letter with no envelope. Dearest Linny, I have prayed for you. He spoke your name. A journal entry, translated from Spanish, 1880. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I see his eyes when I close mine. They are hollow, black. They saw me and pierced me. His wet hand. I will not sleep. His voice, unintelligible text. A miner's log, 1690, or mariner's log, 1691. He came to me in my sleep. From the foot of my bed, I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. We shall not return here again at the request of the Rake. From a Witness, 2006. 3 years ago, I had just returned from a trip from Niagara Falls with my family for the 4th of July. We were all very exhausted after a long day of driving, so my husband and I put the kids right to bed and called it a night. At about 4 a.m., I awoke thinking my husband had gotten up to use the restroom. I used this moment to steal back the sheets, only to wake him in the process. I apologized and told him I thought he'd gotten out of bed. When he turned to face me, he gasped and pulled his feet up at the end of the bed. So quickly, his knee almost knocked me out of the bed. He then grabbed me and said nothing. After adjusting to the darkness for about half a second, I was able to see what caused the strange reaction. At the foot of the bed, sitting facing away from us, there were what appeared to be a naked man or large hairless dog of some sort. Its body position was disturbing and unnatural, as if it had been hit by a car or something. For some reason, I was not instantly frightened by it, but more concerned as its condition. At this point, I was somewhat under the assumption that we were supposed to help him. My husband was peering over his arm and knee, tucked into the fetal position, occasionally glancing at me before returning to the creature. In a flurry of motion, the creature scrambled around at the side of the bed and crawled quickly, in a flailing sort of motion, right along the bed, until it was less than a foot from my husband's face. The creature was completely silent for about 30 seconds, or closer to 5. It just seemed like a while. Just looking at my husband. The creature then placed its hand on his knee and ran into the hallway leading to the kids' room. I screamed and ran for the light switch, planning to stop him before he hurt any of my children. When I got into the hallway, the light from the bedroom was enough to see it crouching, hunched over about 20 feet. He turned and looked directly at me, covered in blood. I flipped on the switch and saw my daughter, Clara. The creature ran down the hallway while my husband rushed to help our daughter. She was very badly injured and spoke once more in her short life. She said, "He is the Rake." He drove his car into the lake that night while rushing our daughter to the hospital. They did not survive. Being a small toot, Being a small town, news got around pretty quickly. The police were helpful at first, and the local newspaper took a lot of interest as well. However, the story never got published, and local television news never followed up either. For several months, my son Justin and I stayed in a hotel near our parents' house. After we decided to return home, I began looking for answers myself. I eventually located a man in the next town over who had a similar story to mine. We got in contact and began looking and began talking. Began to talk about our experiences. He knew of two other people in New York who had seen a similar creature to the one that we now refer to as the rake. It took the four of us about 2 solid years of hunting on the internet and writing letters to come up with a small collection of what we believed to be accounts of the rake. None of them gave any detail, history, or follow-up. One journal entry involving the creature in its first 3 pages, then never mentioned it again. A ship's log explained nothing of the encounter, saying only that it was told to leave by the rake. That was the last entry in the log. There were, however, many instances where the creature's visit was a series of visits with the same person. Multiple people also mentioned being spoken to, my daughter included. This led us to wonder if the rake had visited any of us before our last encounter. I set up a digital recorder by the side of my bed and left it running all night, every night, for 2 weeks. I would tediously scan through the sounds of me rolling around in my bed each day when I woke up. By the end of the second week, I was quite used to the occasional sounds of sleep when blurring through the recording at 8 times per normal speed. This took me almost an hour every day. On the first day of the third week, I thought I heard something different. What I found was a shrill voice. It was the rake. I can't listen to it long enough to even begin to transcribe it. I haven't let anybody listen to it yet. All I know is that I've heard it before, and I believe that this was the voice that woke me up that night. The thoughts that have gone through my daughter's head make me very upset. I've not seen the rake since he's ruined my life, but I know he has been in my room while I sleep, and I know and fear that one night I will wake up to see him staring at me. Oh, wait, hold on. We got Dallas here going to read Addendum C because I thought it was interesting.
Addendum 003-C, June 20th, 2015. I saw one too. I was 18 years old at the time and living in GA and was with 2 friends of mine, and we were driving down a very well-traveled / busy and well lit up road / area around 2:30 a.m. He was just crossing the street. At first it was huge and weird on all fours, and then as my friend slowed his car down so as to not hit it, quote, thinking it was some sort of large animal, possibly a dog, which is odd even at the time because there was never any large animal sightings in Kennesaw, GA, like bears in the surrounding areas, end quote. And as he slows down the car, it stands up on 2 legs and is really skinny and tall with long arms and no fur or hair, and runs completely across the street into a kudzu-filled wooded area where our trailer park was. We had been on our way to get fast food when we saw this creature. So my friend really freaked out and decided to turn into our element and try to find it. With no luck, it just disappeared and we never saw it again. All I can say is me and my 3 friends all saw the thing, and it looked right at us and stood straight up on 2 legs to finish crossing the street. And ever since then, my life has seriously gone downhill, as if I'm cursed. And no matter how hard I've changed for the better, worked on improving my life, things only got worse for me. And this thing and rake / alien or whatever it seems to be, or leaving a curse on people who has seen one of them, bringing nightmares and insanity and lifelong misery and curses to its victims. Just merely seeing it and leaving it alone as if you were minding your own business. Not fair. and my friends and I never did anything to this creature. My two friends haven't had the best lives either since we saw the creature. Come to think of it, so I feel you guys on this. In the word, it sucks.
Now, first things first, we can't really go on the hunt looking like this, so let's change that up. Okay, now this is better. Let's go over my equipment really quick, and then I'll fill you in on really what we're doing. I mean, judging by the title, you already know what we're doing, but I'll go over the plan and all that. Okay, so here's our basic equipment. I'm bringing this. It's a jacket. It has lots of pockets, so I can fit like extra BBs or stuff like that inside. I got this. It's a holster for my BB gun. I'm bringing lots of light. This is just like some of it. I got like flashlights and stuff. We're bringing lanterns. This, oh fuck. This right here is, despite what you might think, it's not extra mags, because I'm not that, smart to bring extra mags. It's actually just, a pocket knife. This is honestly just for, like, like, cutting wood and stuff like that. I sound like a fucking dumbass cutting wood. Yeah, this is our main equipment. I packed a shitload of these CO2 cans. These CO2 canisters, there's lots of these. A med kit. I'm gonna go over all this shit. More CO2 canisters. And yeah, let's open up the backpack to see what's inside. First things first, the med kit. Let's go through the med kit. Now, this med kit is actually really secure on there. So, to take it off, I'm going to have to unclip that. Pull this through. Like that. Don't know I have another CO2 can in there. And then just slide it on off. Except it's not that easy. Okay, so this is our med kit. Pretty basic. This is just in case I get hurt. Or, something like that. Inside, I just got some aspirin. In case I get a headache or something. I don't fucking know. Antiseptic towels, which I packed a load of these shits. Like there's a lot of antiseptic towels in here. Band-aids, usual stuff like that. In the back we got like more serious stuff if I was to fall and seriously get hurt. Like we got bigger band-aids, gauze, wraps, surgical tape, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. We got a lot of these CO2 cans, and I pack a lot of them because I'm probably going to get scared a lot, and when I get scared, I start shooting, so that's probably going to be the best, thing. Now that we have this open, we can go inside. So in here, I don't think I didn't pack anything in here. I might that's where I might put lanterns and stuff. Up here is just kind of like, a little happy kit we got. You got a battery, a charger, wraps, all that good stuff. On this side, I packed a lot of these CO2. Fuck, these CO2 cans keep fucking up. I packed a lot of these CO2 cans on the side. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 on this side. 7, 8. 4 on this side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. we basically got like 11 of the bitches. This is another handle. I honestly don't know what that's for, but that could come in handy. We got a cup right here. Fuck, let's take all these CO2 cans out really quick, because these shits are going to get annoying really fast. Give me a minute. In here we got our chicken and rice MRE. It comes with chicken, rice, crackers, strawberry jam, chocolate covered oatmeal cookie, orange drink mix, ooh, and condiments. Let's get into the actual, like, equipment, which would be in here. We got our binder of research. I don't really want to take this shit out because I just got it packed. We got another canteen. That's for, like, putting water in and fucking canteen stuff. Binoculars. And this right here is gonna be, like, baggies and shit. If we find any evidence, we can put it in there. But yeah, that's really all that's in the backpack. Let's get on to the rest of it. We got a tent, standard 2-person. This is actually quite old. I might switch it out for a 3 or 4-person, depending on it does have it's got what I need. So yeah, that's really all the equipment. I do have an airsoft rifle, but I'll wait till we get out there to show you guys that. So yeah, that's really it. Jake Paulers, welcome back to fuck. Anyway, I literally just woke up. I didn't really film setting up the tent, and I'm not gonna really film putting it back, but I'm gonna push deeper in the woods. Nothing happened last night. So we're just on the edge, as you can like tell. Like this would be. Did it rain last night? Anyway, we got all our shit over here. Lantern, storage loft, all that. Pillow, sleeping bag. Let's take this shit down and move deeper in and set up a new base camp. What time is it? 7:27. Fuck. Okay, yeah. So let's just chill out and probably make some food. Packed up and ready to go. Let's go. For you it'll be 2 seconds, but for me it'll be like 2 hours. So let's get into it. Okay, yeah, this kind of looks like a good spot. Right here. Well, there is like, fuck, it's not gonna be comfortable with all this shit, so unfortunately, I can't stay here. But there is like a nice little river. Okay. I think we are going to set up camp like right here. That tree would make a good place to put a cam too. Also that tree would. Okay, we're just gonna head back now, but yeah, this is a good area. Also, I have no idea what the fuck's going on with the camera. What does this do? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the camera, why it's so small. Sorry about that. I'll try to fix that. Actually, I found a better area. So, it's not too far from the other one, but this area seems like it'd be a lot more comfortable. I was thinking I could set up my tent, like, over in this area right here. I mean, there's already a little pit dug out, but that's kind of far. I don't know yet. I guess we'll just end up seeing where we go. Yeah. Okay, I started a little fire here. That should keep the animals away. We'll keep adding wood to it, I guess, as it burns. I think I'm just going to put the rain roof on at night, because I really don't want to do it now. I honestly don't even know if you're allowed to camp here. So, if it gets too smoky, my plan is to throw that on, get the water, and put it out. Now, it is pretty windy, so you might want to bank these up a little bit more. Like I said in the disclaimer, don't do anything I do, because I do some pretty dumb shit. Like, you thought the Australia fires were bad, wait till the fucking Michigan fires happen. Oh, maybe, I think I actually put it out now. Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Okay, it is getting pretty fucking smoky, so. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back when it's dark. Really quick, I'm getting bad vibes from this area. Like, no joke. I really don't want to stay here. Like, I thought I heard some weird noises coming from over there. And we're not even that far into the woods. Like, we're going all the way into there, but I don't fucking know. This area is really sandy and shitty. This is a horrible area to set up base camp. I feel like my tent pole's gonna snap in half. There's some, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This shit's fucking scaring the shit out of me. All I got is my air rifle. So if some weird ass rake shit comes after me, I'm kind of fucked. Like, look at this shit. There's like shingles and wooden shit strewn about. Like, what is this? Like, animals don't do this shit. What the fuck was that? Like there, I don't know, bro. This shit's freaky. What is that? Ah, fuck. I might not stay here. I might legitimately leave. But I know you guys are, like, begging me, like, stay, stay, stay. And, oh, fuck. Guess I got to, but I put out my fire. Right after I put out the fire, that's when the shit started getting weird. So I don't know if the fire was helping or what. I don't like this. I really don't. Like, in the daytime when we were coming through here, I was fine. But now that I'm actually staying here, I don't want to stay here for many reasons. First of all, the main reason, it's sandy as shit. Like, it's literally like a fucking desert. What the fuck? Is that my footprints? Bro, this place is creepy as shit. I know for a fact that these aren't mine. Because, yeah, so I know those aren't mine. It's fucking freaky out here as shit. That pine tree looks like it's about to give way any minute. And, oh my fucking god. And, like, all the way back there, if you remember when we were walking, it looks like some shit was running through there. Because there's, like, wood pieces and shit everywhere. What the fuck is this? The fuck is that? Why is there... I don't know. I don't really like this shit. I feel like some shit's gonna come storming up this bitch. What the fuck are these shits? Bro, there's some weird shit out here. Fucking broken glass. Dude, I really don't want to fucking stay out here. Had a piss. My shoes are full of fucking sand. Bro, I really don't like it. Like, I don't know what else to say. I just don't like this. I don't know why. I just really don't fucking like this. It's not like creepy or anything. It's just like unsettling. I don't really know how to explain it. It's more like unwelcoming. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like something doesn't want me here. That might have been why they actually blocked it off. They might have been covering some shit up. Is that a cat? Oh, I feel better now. Look, it's a cat. Come on. What the fuck? There's literally a cat just there. Maybe it ran away. Oh, I want to see the cat. But seriously, it's like something doesn't want me here. It's hard to explain. But something, it just feels like... And now I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it over in this area. It's just over there. It kind of feels like I'm being watched, too. Fucking fallen pine tree. Ooh. Let's investigate over here. Yeah, I really don't like this. As I go fucking deeper into the woods. Dude, I swear to God, if I hear some shit or see some shit, I'm fucking out. I don't even have a full mag in this bitch either. It's completely fucking empty. I have one BB in the chamber. What the fuck is that shit? Dude, what the fuck is that shit? Dude, what the fuck is that shit? Why is it getting all fucking staticky? Dude, what the fuck is that shit? Dude, what the fuck? I'm terrified. This would have actually been a good place to set up base camp. Maybe we can set it up here tomorrow. But, dude, what the fuck? I don't want to come out here at night. Dude, I fucking hate my job, but I love it at the same time. Like, it sounds all fun and games, and then when you actually... Like, the part that I don't like about investigating these creatures is, you know, it's all fun and games. You know, you're all excited, like, hell yeah, you know, I'm gonna go and shoot the shit out of it. And then you fucking come here and you're like, nope, I don't want any part of this shit. Oh, it's an eagle. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I really don't like it here. What the fuck is that shit? That looks like some fucking magic mushroom shit right there. Ooh, maybe I can Google search this shit. Do you, I don't know what that yelling is. That's my job, to figure out what that yelling is and then to shoot it. Okay, wait. I'm going back. I'm getting my rifle.
You want to make a video?
I am. If there's a wolf, just like act calm. Don't run because you die. See, this is what was creeping me out when I was walking through here. Look at all this. It's like something was like ripping through here.
It's called people in their...
No, but...
I don't want to go any further.
It's a clearing. Chill out.
I'm back this way.
Yo, what the fuck are you?
It's a deer. You're going to get that deer pissed off and he's going to come charging at you.
I will beat the shit out of that deer. What?
I had enough of the woods. This is fun. This is lovely.
Too bad we can't take like the rhino or something.
You can't bring it back here.
Oh wait, yes you can. I know a path.
And you get in trouble if they catch you.
You're not gonna get... Hi guys, it's morning. nothing really happened in the morning, so I didn't film too much. And we're already like really closely approaching the 59-minute mark. And if you didn't know, the app that I use to record my videos won't let me record past 59 minutes. So I didn't really want to waste some stuff. I had did a little bit of exploring through here this morning, and what I did find was some weird ass footprints and a little fucking hut. Now, I don't fucking know. The hut is probably somebody made that. It might be like a deer blind or something. Because if we look over here or over there, there's a deer blind. I think I should pass it up. But in back of here, I'm trying to find it. I don't know, it's close over here though. But and there's like this little area, but I don't see how it could be a deer blind because there's no area where you could, like, aim through it to shoot, because the door, here it is, it's right here. See that shit? No, I haven't actually gone inside it yet. I just kind of see what I mean? It's like I got my pistol just in case my rifle is in the tent. Okay, we're about to go inside. Well, I mean, there's some monster. I think somebody built this, or something built this, and somebody just found it and started using it. It doesn't actually look that too old, and if you remember from last night, this is where we heard the screaming noises. I've tried going down in this area, but I can't get down there. Nothing really happened in the morning, if you're wondering. We were out here. We heard no more noises after the screaming and grunting and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm gonna film tonight, but that's gonna be in part 2. Part 2 will probably be coming out, a week after part 1. And, yeah. So, like I said, nothing really happened. There was nothing. Although today I did start digging this trench embankment because I thought this would be a good area up here to make a CHO outpost. So I'm entrenching this area and that area, and you're going to be able to walk down here, but it looks like it caved in a little bit. So we're going to have to fix this. But, yeah. And then I started working on more of the trench right here. The only issue is that the soil is very sandy, so that's going to be hard to dig in. But, yeah, there's also all this broken wood and shit, so I plan on building like a little hut type thing like that up on top of here. My shoes have been completely covered in sand because of this area. This area is not fun. I would pack up, but my tent is so full of sand at this point, I'm gonna need to blow it out with something. So, what? I plan on doing is literally just taking the stakes out, taking the backpack out, carrying this back to the cabin, getting like a leaf blower or something, and sucking, or a vacuum, and sucking up all that sand. But yeah, okay, it's been 5 minutes. So I'll see you guys in part 2. So yeah, let's get started on part 2. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. This was literally a fucking pain in the ass to make with all the editing and all that. I'm trying, more editing and stuff like that to make the videos more fluid and just seem a lot better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be uploaded, I say in a week, but it will probably be within a couple days after this. So just check in anywhere between those time periods. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Generic YouTube bullshit and Creepster108 signing out.